Day 246. Read my ground up and self-love workbook for the generational curse breaker on social media. You guys already know we are in the sacral. Okay, our second chapter. I don't know, maybe it's actually the third because we did do the intro to chakras. But if you're new here, we are in the sacral. Of course, you know I will include the scripture. And let's get into it. So yesterday we were talking about how as within, so without, and how the world is set up on systems, and so are you. Okay, so let's get into why we need those systems and how do they operate. Okay, so it says a system is a set of things working together as parts of a mechanism or an interconnecting network. It's also a group of interacting or interrelated elements that act according to a set of rules to form a unified whole. A system is impacted by its environment, described by its boundaries, structure, and purpose, and expressed in its functioning. The purpose of a system relates to the achievement of a particular goal. For the system to perform properly, it has to have rules and boundaries. The overall objective is to lead operations and produce the desired outcome. If the system is faulty, it can't deliver the intended product. This theory is a fact for all systems. Our soul's navigation system or intuition operates under these same conditions. It should lead our being, seeing it has a desired outcome. Since it is affected by our surrounding environment, intuition requires boundaries and must follow protocol to avoid any breaches. Intuition senses what's outside of its borders, yet within its territory. Listen to that. I'm going to repeat it, okay? Intuition senses what's outside of its borders, yet within its territory. The goal is not to be influenced by what it picks up on and to keep the system intact. Here is why we need protocol. When I understood I was highly intuitive, I challenged myself to act slowly and observe my surroundings. It was a little experiment, okay? When a thought came to mind, I'd resist the urge to move on it. Instead, I'd wait to see if that same thought would manifest in the people around me. For instance, out of nowhere, I began thinking of banana pudding, and later that evening discovered my mother made banana pudding. Go figure. Could it have been we had the same thought at the same time? Possibly. So I began keeping track of these instances, and to my surprise, it happened more times than not. From this, I confirmed my intuitive hits and cultivated a protocol to test what I received. It was clear my channel worked, but I needed to adjust the signal to receive what was mine. Intuition is a beautiful thing, it really is. But it requires discernment, because not everything you pick up is yours. Not everything you feel is yours. This is why we need boundaries, to help us to discern what is ours versus what someone else's. At this time, I was staying with my mother, and it happened a lot. But this is why we talk about being enmeshed. This is why we even talk about why it's important for you to know where you end and another person begins. You can be so sensitive that without boundaries, without borders, without walls, you'll act on whatever it is you're feeling, whatever it is you're thinking. And this is how, and I'll speak about this in the next the next paragraph, but you start creating secret competition when you do that. Why? Because you're walking in another person's path. You're acting according to another person's thoughts. Is that not imitation? You have to be so careful. with intuition. Because just because you pick up on it doesn't mean it's yours. Discernment. Okay? But without boundaries, you don't know how to discern. You lack discernment. So, so much. There's so much for this chapter, which makes me super excited. But like, baby, we gonna be doing a lot of hand holding, okay? Let me hold your hand when I tell you this type stuff. So, anyways, you guys already know what to do. Click the link in my bio, grab yours so we can do it together. One-on-one coaching available as well. And of course, if you'd like to donate to the ministry, one link, everything pops up. And I love you. Mwah. Until next time.